All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
You already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist.
Okay, Coach, coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Detroit Lions. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Catch 180.
Check 55 to mine. You don't want that. Pick up the ball. Check.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it second down now.
Carrying in on the stop. No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. He completes this to Sutton. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 41-yard line.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Mayfield. The catch made by James O'Shaughnessy, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 47. To throw, Mayfield. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a second and 14. Mayfield with it once more, and this is incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver, and it's third down. That is first incompletion after a 4-for-4 start.
Yeah, but they shouldn't back off from what they're doing. I like the play calling right out of the gate. I like the tone that they're setting. Keep going in that direction.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And he's got Snead. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 35.
A gain of 15.
Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
To throw again on second down. Mayfield got a man open. It's Sutton. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 20-yard line.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney. Gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Here's Mayfield. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Defensively, they better figure something out. Opening drive, he already has 4 catches.
And if you have to figure out how to stop him defensively, that usually means you weaken your defense. That means that now the offense is doing the dictating, and they should have other things open up as well.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. James O'Shaughnessy, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
5-9. We're good. Try 4. Ready.
Now a first-time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Lamar Miller. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Breeze. Caught here by Griffin. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. Crabtree has it. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. He got 29 yards that time. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Mayfield down. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney able to record his 5th sack of the season. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he's going to go down again. Damon Harrison bringing in 341 pounds of power for the sack. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Breeze now to throw. And Diggs has it. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While he gets attended to, we'll step aside. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
I got him.
Now Breeze. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Sean Lee, the linebacker, able to get a hand in coverage.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things.
I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. Switch.
On second down, it's Miller. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
Let's go, Heavy. Tell me what you got.
Breeze now. He's going to look deep down the field. He's got it at the 15. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. They'll toss it to Miller. A beautiful fake. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, if they bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance. I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack.
You and I both know we're into a whole new realm of football because we're not just looking at tendencies anymore. We're looking at analytics, and I've got to think the analytics on 3rd and 1 say run the football.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Mayfield looks to throw. It's complete to Snead. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Mayfield to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So it can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Mayfield now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. This one complete to the tight end, O'Shaughnessy. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Let's go, D.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Hey, high 7.
54, right there, 54, Mike.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. There'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And this one is right down Broadway. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A first down carry now for Miller. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. J.C. Jackson there defensively to knock it away.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. To throw, it's Breeze. Trey Hendrickson in there to drop it for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Now Mayfield. Snead's got it. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Chargers first down.
Mayfield now 14 out of 17, 82%, and it's first and 10.
6-6, pull it high.
From the gun, a give to Penny. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 36-yard line.
180.
54 miles.
Alert, 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 alert.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He completes this to Sutton. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down. Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Hey, watch this.
From the 44, Mayfield. He's got his tight end, O'Shaughnessy.
Your trip is huge, baby. Your trip.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Hey, Alpha.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Breeze got it complete to Crabtree. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter.
Ready.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Kill. Easy, opposite.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. This will be caught by Brown. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. John Brown. His 2nd touchdown on the season, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this 4th quarter. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. The Charger drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Mayfield looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
To throw, Mayfield. And he's got Snead.
Let's go. Let's do it.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a 1st down for them, too.
Mayfield now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. This one complete over the middle to O'Shaughnessy. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Call it a loss of 6 on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Set. 20.
Check. Walk 54. Pick me up. Here we go. Hatch it.
Up.
From the gun, Mayfield. And his throw intercepted by the all-pro corner, Kyle Fuller. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
X3.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Breeze going to throw. And that's incomplete. Quandre Diggs there defensively. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Open man, here's Foster. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. And they'll run for it with Miller. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They come out here in the I. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
5-9. Sammy! Splash! No! Hey, easy!
Here's Breeze to throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Sean Lee, the longtime vet, getting in and getting to the QB.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Throwing now is Breeze. Drops it off for Coleman. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So on comes the kicker, Dustin Hopkins, in a big spot. This for the lead in the final stages. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack to see how they attack them here. Brought in left side by Snead. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Well, they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, Miller. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Here we go.
10th carry now for Lamar Miller. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
All day, every day, any day.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And this is Latimer, complete. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. Hopkins' kick is good. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden, they're down.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the...
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Ready? 95-56.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and it took a big 4th quarter to do it, but they were able to get the job done, and that's the bottom line.
No doubt about it, and let's face it, they had to be more than nervous in the 4th quarter, but a lot of that was their own doing. I think you observed during the game, their energy level just didn't seem to be there, but in the 4th quarter, somehow they dug deep and found that extra bit, right, that reserve tank. They hauled it out. Offense scored some points, defense held them, and lo and behold, they walk away with a win. Maybe expend a little more energy than they expected to, but they'll take it.
So for the Lions, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they will fall to 1-1. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in.